she's approaching. We know, all right? My spidey senses are tingling. I know she's coming. All right, so we fucking turn tail, we run. We're out of there. We go to the right, and all I see is a window, and I'm like, are we gonna jump out of the fucking window? I was like, what the fuck are we doing? I was like, guys, I was like, oh my god. It's horrible. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Crimson Reaper. Today I will be talking about the time that I went to Georgia. First time, actually. So I'm taking this trip to Georgia, right? It's for a National Leadership Diversity Conference, right? It's for a club for school. Pretty cool, right? College trip. Everything like paid for, all expenses paid, really cool. So I'm going with friends from a club, and we take the plane, we go over there. It's crazy because it was some people's first plane ride. That was insane. So anyways, we go to this hotel, and everything's cool, you know, we're checking in, everything's good. All right, we go to the conference, and we actually we stay there for a few hours, everything's good, and then we have free reign of the hotel. We can do anything we want for, I don't know, till the next day. So from about like 6 p.m. to about like whenever the hell you go to bed, you have that free time before the next day, before the next conference starts on the next day. And it was all at the hotel, and it was cool because there were people from other schools that were there, and just from everywhere. Like there were people from Wisconsin. You'll see why I did that later. There are people from like Hawaii, like Ohio. I don't even know, dude. From everywhere, right? And we're from Cali, obviously. So I'm chilling with my friend. We'll call him A. I'm chilling with my friend A in the lobby, and my friend K comes running through the lobby saying, "Bros, bros!" And we're like, "What the hell? What's going on?" So we look, and I mean, this guy's like a smile on his face. He has his phone in his hand. He's running, 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 running. And people are looking. I'm like, okay, like what? You good? What's going on? What's up? And he tells us, he's like, yo, I met these 3 girls, and we're like, okay, and and he's like, well, he's like, I found out what room they're in. I know what floor they're in. So let's go. And I'm like, this, tell me this isn't going where I think it's going. And my friend A is like, yeah, let's go, bro. Let's do this. This is so cool. This is the college life, all this, da, da, da. And I'm like, all right. I mean, shit. I guess I got nothing better to do. I mean, everyone else that was from our club was out and about. They were at like clubs and stuff, other clubs, the adult clubs and stuff. And some people were eating, and then yeah, whatever. People were just out doing their own thing. So I'm like, okay, cool, let's go, let's see what happens. So they're on a so these girls, they are actually from Ohio, and they're on a completely different floor than us. So we go to their floor, and turns out they're on a school field trip just like us, except they own the entire freaking floor, and it's all girls. So we're like, oh shit, like okay, this is a little intimidating. So anyways, here we are, and we're going on this trip, right? Or we're going, not on this trip, we're going up the elevator up to their room. And then my friend texts one of the girls. He's like, hey, we're outside, so can you please open up, whatever. And then we knock just so they know it's us. And one girl opens the door, and she's like, oh, she's like, hey. And I'm instantly like, oh geez, where is this going, man? Like, what the hell? I didn't. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna roll with the flow. Okay, I'm just gonna go with it. We'll see what happens. And my friend A is like, bro, bro, he's like, oh, you got the hookup, Kay. And Kay's like, it's like, yeah. It's like, you already know, bro. You already know, bro. And so we go in, and I, I kid you not, there's 4 girls in that room in total, right? 3 out of the 4 girls were on their beds eating chicken nuggets from McDonald's, and I was just like, what the hell? What is this? Like, what? Oh, okay, well, it's definitely probably not going to go the way I expect, right? That's what I thought. And it went nothing like I expected, but it was crazy. So what ended up happening was we're just chilling. We're talking, chopping it up. We're just talking like, oh, you're from Wisconsin. How is it over there? And then like, oh, you're from LA. That's cool. What are you guys doing over there, right? And the first thing my friend A asks is, oh, how old are you guys? Like, are you guys in like college or what? And then one of the girls, oh yeah, we're in college. And we're like, oh, okay, cool. So nothing, right? We don't have to worry about anything. I mean, they're not underage. So we thought. So we're talking for a little bit, like, oh, cool. And then they're saying, like, they're going to go to, like, some arcade the next day and stuff like that. And they're saying it's so cool that they got to see us and just meet other people from, like, different states and stuff. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And then, like, some girl gets a text on her phone, and she's like, oh my god. She's like, you guys have to leave right now. And I'm like, uh, okay, like, what's going on, right? Like, why? Why? We're having such a good time. We're just chilling. Um, yeah, my friend A and K are like, they're like, yeah, they're like, what the heck? They're like, is everything okay? Like, what's going on here? Like, you got us a little worried, just out of the blue, like, good moment, and then boom, you guys gotta leave. So, okay, so she's like, well, she's like, I don't hate you guys or anything, but you guys really gotta go. And you can see like this look of just like panic on her face, just overwhelming her, and she's just like now, guys, please. And we're like, okay, what's going on? Tell us. And she said they were doing room checks, that a chaperone was doing room checks, and we're like, okay, cool. Mind you, when you go on a trip with people from college, there'll never be chaperones. Never. That is some high school stuff. But we didn't think about that. We're like, oh my god, people are checking the rooms. Like, okay, so what's wrong with that? And then they're like, oh, well, we're not allowed to like have anyone in our room that didn't come on the bus with us or whatever, or the plane with us, whatever, that didn't go on the trip with them. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense, whatever. But we didn't think about the chaperone thing. We're like, what the hell? And if you haven't picked up yet on what I'm trying to say, you'll definitely get it when I explain. So, okay, whatever. So we hear someone in like a few rooms down, right, saying like, oh, okay, room clear, whatever. And then we're like, okay, crap, let's go. So we know the elevator's all the way on the left side. As soon as you like open the door, elevator is to your left. We don't know what the hell's on the right. We didn't look. We just knocked on the door, went in, right? So we don't know what's there. So we open the door and we're like looking. We're like, all right, looks good. And then as we like actually step out, we see that all the girls are right like in their doorway or like a little bit like stepping out. And mind you, they have the whole floor, so you have God knows how many rooms, each with like 4 girls per room because they're sharing beds, right? They have 2 beds, 2 people per bed, and they're sharing beds. So many girls. And then you just look down the hallway, they're all lined up, and we're like, oh crap, like, okay, this is weird. And as soon as we were gonna start walking left, all the girls just started giggling. They're like, hey, oh my god, can you guys believe that so and so got these guys into their room? I was like, no. I was like, oh Jesus. I was like, okay, think. I was like, okay, we're not gonna rush past them because the chaperone is coming out of that room. She's approaching. We know, all right? My spidey senses are tingling. I know she's coming. All right, so we fucking turn tail, we run. We're out of there. We go to the right, and all I see is a window, and I'm like, are we gonna jump out of the fucking window. I was like, what the fuck are we doing? I was like, guys, I was like, oh my god. And then like, dude, there's a fucking fire escape there. Calm your tits, okay? And I'm like, okay. So we go down the fire escape and we're running down as fast as we can. We're like, fuck, 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 fuck. We're running, 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 running until we hit the lobby. And then we hit and sigh of relief, you know, just a wave of relief goes over us. I'm like, oh, we're good. We made it. We out of here. And we just start cracking up. And then we go to the lobby and my friend Kay, who's obviously a genius. I mean, we're all obviously like super smart. This guy's a genius, like 10 out of 10 genius. Should have gone to an Ivy League. I don't know why he was there with us. Anyways, he comes down to, or he's there in the lobby with us, and he texts the girls to come down. And me and A didn't know this, so we were like, okay. So when we saw them, we were just like, what the fudge? Like, hey, what's up, guys? What's going on, right? And then, little do we know, they had a little friend. So all we hear is, what the heck? What are you guys doing? So like we're looking, right? Everyone in the lobby turns because like this one like Latina girl's like yelling at us. She's like, oh my god, you guys are so weird. You guys are in college. You guys are going to high school girls' rooms and stuff like this. And everyone in the hotel is like looking, and I'm like, oh my god. Because mind you, like the lobby is right here in the middle. Everyone else is around us, and they're like, what the hell? What is this girl talking about? And we're just like, we're just there. I'm just like, what do you mean? And my friend's A like, yeah, like, what do you mean? They're in college. And she's like, oh my god, are you guys stupid? They have chaperones, or we have chaperones. And I'm like, that makes so much sense now. That makes a hell of a lot of sense. And it turns out they were from high school, but we weren't doing anything wrong. But I mean, obviously, like when you say like college boys, we're in like 3 college boys, we're in a room with 4 high school girls. It's like, like just that alone, you don't have to say anything else. And we were there for a little while, so you know. So this little friend is saying all that, and people are looking, and then we're like, what the hell? We were confused, right? So after we finally like kind of cleared the air up, we're like, oh shit, like sorry, like we didn't know like what's going on. And the girls are telling us like, oh yeah, they're like, the chaperone wasn't very happy. And we're just like, okay. So we kind of just like awkwardly like escaped that situation. We just kind of got up and like left and didn't really say anything. And we didn't really think much about it. We were just, okay, no, we thought a hell of a lot about it. We could not sleep, dude. we were we were like, oh my god, what the hell? That was so crazy. What was she coming on to us for? Like we didn't even know, like all this stuff, right? And then we have a conference the next day, so we had to wake up, we get breakfast, whatever, and then we go to this conference. After the conference, we're leaving, and they're at the exit, but they're not alone. I guess one of these chaperones, or like, I don't know, just some chaperone woman was there, and she was talking to them, and like, she was pissed. You could tell she was pissed. She was yelling. She was not happy. She's like, ah, I don't remember what she was saying. I could give less of a shit. I wasn't in trouble. Neither of the 3 of us are, but those girls got in trouble. And what ended up happening is they saw us, and they were like, and we were like, oh, fuck no, we don't know you. And we ran past them. And so basically what ended up happening, my genius friend Kay ended up texting him later, and he's like, hey, like what happened? You guys all right? And they're like, oh, they're like, yeah, everything's fine. I mean, you know. And then we're like, but what the fuck? You guys said you were in college. Like, we didn't know you were in high school. Like, that's so freaking weird. Like, why would you lie to us? Like, we weren't gonna do anything with you guys. Like, why are you lying, right? And then just like one of the girls like, oh, yeah, I mean, technically we're in college. It's like our last year here and stuff like this. And I'm like, oh my god, okay. But they still aren't of age, so okay, let's forget it, whatever. And they're like, okay, so like what happened? And then the girl's saying, oh well, we kind of got in trouble. We're not gonna be allowed on any more field trips, and they're gonna tell our parents, and we're gonna get suspended from school. And I'm like, shit, that fucking sucks for you guys. Thank God nobody found out, huh? About us being there. And yeah, so like what ended up happening was I don't know. I guess they got in trouble and we totally got off the hook. But I mean, we didn't really do anything. It just would have looked really bad on us because yeah, but we got a good reputation though because I'm telling you, man, after we left that hotel, we were on the bus going to like the airport, right, or the little shuttle, whatever, and we were telling everyone. Everyone's like, ah, like hyping us up, right? And then it's like, you know how guys are, like they start those rumors like, oh, they had four girls in there once, like all this stuff, right? And then I was like, no, 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 like it wasn't like that. And they're like, haha, you know, you're so humble, whatever. And I'm like, it really wasn't, but I mean, hey, I guess. I mean, I guess if it gives me, some street cred, and up to this day, that is still like that is our greeting. That is how we greet each other. If I ever see K or A, I always greet them with that. I'm like, hey, Atlanta, boy. And they're like, hey. We always get hyped about that stuff. But yeah, I just thought it'd be a cool story to share. Anyways, let me know if you guys have any crazy stories. I'll see you all later.